Hey everyone, today we're going to look at number pattern with square numbers. So we're going to do some investigation and let's have a look at square numbers. So what are the square numbers? Just easiest one will be like 1 times 1 will be 1 square, which is 1. Okay, so the next one will be what? 2 times 2, 2 square will be 4, and 3 times 3, 9, 4 times 4, 16, 5 times 5, 10 times 10, 100. I think a lot of you will know up to there. But let's have a look at 11 times 11. Yes, I can hear a lot of you saying 121. Yes, it is 121. But I'm just thinking, I was actually looking at this pattern the other day and I actually discovered this. Maybe it might be somewhere. I can see that the last number is the ones place. If you actually times this, will be this part, the timesing it, and then this one will be the last ones digit plus it, and then the tens place number, if you times it, you will get that. Yeah, can you see that? So 1 times 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and then 1 times 1 is 1 again. Okay, well then you might say, Miss Anne, what about the next one? Okay, so 12 times 12. I will go, that will be 3 numbers. So last one, we're going from the right to the left. So I'm going to go times here, I'm going to plus it here, and I'm just going to times it here. So starting with ones place. So I'm going to times those. So to be 2 times 2 is 4. And then you're going to plus them. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then I'm going to moving on to the tens place one, which is 1 times 1 is 1. Which is 144, which is correct. Okay, we'll continue with that. So 13 times 13. So I'm going to set up like this now. And then the last one, we times it. And the last one, ones place, I'm going to plus it. And the final one, I'm going to actually times the tens place together. So 3 times 3, 9. 3 plus 3, 6. And then I'm moving on to the tens place. 1 times 1, 1. 169, which is correct. Now, next one, 14 times 14. I want you to pause this video, maybe have a go at it. So I'm going to put times plus times. Okay, so I've got to do this twice, the ones place. I've got to do times, and then I'll have to do plus it. Okay, so 4 times 4. Ooh, what's happening here now? It's not a one digit anymore, it's double. So 2. So it'll be 4 times 4 is 16. 6 down, 1 up. Well, that's okay, 1 up. Now, 4 plus 4 is 8, but we have a 1 already there waiting to be added on. So it would be 9, wouldn't it? And then we're moving on to the tens place. 1 times 1 is 1, 196. Okay, so that was okay. Now 15 times 15. Now from now on, when we times the ones place, it's not going to be just single digit like before, like 2 times 2, 3 times 3. It's from fourth, we are going to have a 2 numbers. So let's set up times plus times. So what is it? 5 times 5, 25. 5 down, 2 up. And then I'm going to add them. So it'll be 5 plus 5 is 10. So I'm going to add that to 2. It'll be 12. So 2 down, 1 still up there. And then I'm going to the tens place. 1 times 1 is 1. So I'm going to add it on to that. It'll be 225. Okay, well, let's have a look at 16 times 16. So I'm going to go times plus times. So I'm going to do 16 first. 6 first, 6 times 6, 36. 6 down, 3 up. And 6 plus 6 is 12. So I'm going to plus 12. So 15. So 5 down, 1 up again. And then 1 times 1 is 1. So it'd be 256. Okay, so that goes on. But then you might say, Miss Yan, what about 19 times 19? Let's do some big numbers. A little bit big, not too big. Okay, let's do that. So I'm just going to put that to remind myself. Now I'm going to go with the 9 times 9. Have to think a little bit more. It's 81. So 1 down, 8 up. And then 9 plus 9 is 18. So I'm going to add that. When you add 18 plus 8, it'll be 26. So 6 down, 2 up. And then 1 times 1 is 1. So it'll be 361. Yes. And then we go with the 20 times 20. That's pretty easy. You know, Miss Yan, that's a 400. But it can actually work it as what we've done. So times plus times. So when I do 0 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So it's 400. Okay, well, that's not too bad. And then next on to 21. How's that work? Let's have a look at that. Still the same, times plus times. Now, because it's going to, like next number on a tens place, we got to do something special. So we got to do times by 2 here. So before, you can say we've actually done times by 1 here, because all the tens number was 1. But because times by 1 didn't do anything, so I didn't really have to think about it. I didn't have to mention that to you. But since tens number is now, it's 2, it will make a difference. So we have to write that down here. So let's have a look at that. So I'm going to look at my ones place. So 1 times 1 is 1. That's not too bad. Now 1 plus 1 is 2, but I have to double it this time. So that'll be 4. And then I will do 2 times 2, 4. Same thing. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, let's have a look at 23 times 23. So I'm going to put that in like that, plus times. And of course, I'm going to have to remind myself, times by 2. Okay, so let's have a look at this. 3 times 3 is 9. All right, not a problem. 3 plus 3 is 6. I have to double up. Oh, that'll be 12. So I'm going to put 2, 1 up. And then I'm going to look at my ones place. So it's a 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, 529. Okay, keep going with 24. Okay, times plus times 2. Okay, so I'm looking at 4 times 4. Okay, so it's a 16. So 6 down, 1 up. Okay, I'm going to leave that one for a while. And then I'm going to do 4 plus 4, which is 8. But I have to double it. What is a double of 8? 16. So plus 16 here, it becomes 17, isn't it? So I'm going to put 7 down, 1 up. And then 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So when I do square of 24, it's 576. I hope you're catching up with me on this. Okay, we'll keep going with 25 and 25. Let's see what happens with that. I know some of you memorize this and you already know the answer is 625. But let's have a look. So let's see. That's times plus times. And I'm looking at the ones place here. So 5 times 5 is 25. So 5 down, 2 up. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. But I have to double. So it's 20. Plus 20. So it's a 22. So it's going to be 2 down, 2 up. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 plus 2 is 6. There you go, 625. You might say, Miss Yan, I think I can handle from here on. I think you can. So let's check before we go into the next. Let's have a look at 29 times 29. See what happens with that. So that's times plus times. Let's not forget the doubling up, the plus. So let's have a look. 9 times 9 is 81. But 1 and 8 up. And 9 plus 9 is 18. So 18 double up. Don't forget doubling up. When you double up the 18, you will get 36. And then when you add the 8, which was already there, is a 44. So 4 down, 4 up. And then 2 times 3 is 4. So 4 plus 4, it's 841. Okay, that's not too bad. And then, of course, 30 times 30, that's easy. Okay, all right. You might think, okay, I'm getting the pattern here, Miss Yan. But what about 43? Oh, okay, 43. Let's have a look at 43. Or do you think I needed one more space? I don't know. Let's just put one space extra there, just in case if we need it. If we don't use it, we can just rub it off. Now, because it's 43, we have to times by 4. Remember, I'm looking at ones place. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then 3 plus 3 is 6. But we have to times by 4, 24. Okay, so 4 down, 2 up. Okay, well, that's not too bad. And we have times by 4 times 4. Aha, that's why we need this extra space for it, because 4 times 4 is 16. Add 2, it's 18. So it's going to be 1,849. Okay, so if you have a calculator, if you put that in, you will get that. Next one. All right, so 44 times 44. Let's see. Now we know it's going to be 4 spaces we need. Times plus times. And let's not forget to times by 4. Okay, so I'm looking at ones place. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 down, 1 up. And 4 plus 4 is 8. But 8 times 4. We're going to do 8 times 4 is 32. And then we have to plus 1 that was before. So 33. So 3 down, 3 up. And then we do 4 times 4 is a 16. So it's going to be 16 plus 3, 19. So the answer is 1,936. Let's keep going with the 49. 49. Let's see what's a 49 will look like. So it'll be times plus times. Let's not forget the 4. Okay, I'm looking at the 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So 1 down, 8 up. And then 9 plus 9 is 18. But I have to do 18 times 4, which is 72 plus 8. That was there before. And it'll be 80. So 0 down, 8 up. And then I'll do 4 times 4, which is a 16. So I will plus 8 plus 16 will be 24. So answer is 2,401. I think we're getting some patterns here. And then you might say, okay, Miss Anne, I want to do big number now. So 99 times 99. Ooh, all right. So the answer is 9,801. I hope you can see the pattern here. I want you to go and actually look at the numbers and see if you can discover some patterns. Investigate. See you next time. Bye.